So there continues to be a variety of scams and crime hitting delivery drivers as well as rideshare drivers, and I don't want anything to happen to anybody out there, so I'm bringing awareness to this again. I recently received an email from Uber talking about a scam going on and also some issues with crime that all of us need to be aware of. And some of the scams that I continuously hear about are scams from people calling drivers pretending to be an Uber representative and then getting a hold of the driver's credentials and cleaning their account out. Of course, you never ever want to trust somebody that's calling you. If you're ever unsure, always hang up and call the Uber Eats customer support or chat in with them from your app. That way you know it is actually a real representative. Always better safe than sorry. These scams continue to happen, and it's very frustrating that they keep happening because they're affecting people every day. Well, this is what the email that Uber had sent out about another scam going on, and this is what it says. It says, scam targeting elderly people. You may be asked to transport large sums of cash. At Uber, safety drives us. That's why we want you to be aware of the scam targeting elderly people. As part of this scam, large sums of money are being transported in various manners, including through Uber. If you're asked to transport a suspicious package, including envelopes, small boxes, or shoe boxes that appear to contain cash, cancel the trip and report it to law enforcement. Remember to call 911 if you're in an emergency or feel unsafe for any reason. Then contact support through the app to let us know. Now, when it comes to crime, this happens a lot too. You hear about it on the news. I hear it from some of you guys leaving me comments. I've heard from a couple of you guys. You guys have been held at gunpoint, and these are scary, scary situations because when you come out here, your goal is to make money. You're not trying to put yourself in any bad situations, have anything bad happen to you. So here's some things to just keep in mind. Obviously, a lot of these things are like, yes, I know that, but it's always good to remind all of us of these things so when we come out here, we're aware. So here's some quick tips to be aware of so you can keep yourself out of a bad situation. Number one, be aware of your surroundings. Pay attention to what's going on around you and people that may be loitering in the area. If you feel like your safety or the safety of others is at risk, report any suspicious behavior to law enforcement. Number two, travel light. It is recommended by law enforcement to avoid carrying large sums of cash, credit cards, or flashy jewelry. Number three, keep moving. Avoid sitting in your car stationary for long periods of time, especially while looking down at your phone or other device. When you enter your car, lock the doors and windows immediately. Drive away. Number four, take your keys with you. It's best to lock your doors and take your keys with you to prevent theft of your vehicle and other valuables. It's helpful to keep your phone and keys in a place where you can easily reach them. And I've got to say, with number four, when coming out here and making deliveries, ever since I first came out here, I've seen so many people leave their cars running. They run into a restaurant, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, it just takes a person a second to hop in and steal their car. Now, granted, I'm in a nicer area, but it can happen anywhere. I always make sure to lock my car. I don't ever have anything laying out when I go into a restaurant. You just never know how long it's going to take inside of a restaurant, and it only takes somebody a few seconds to steal a car, especially if you have your keys in your car and they can just take off with it. So I highly suggest making sure your car is off and locked when you go into a restaurant. You don't want your car stolen, then you're without a car. So always better safe than sorry. Lock your car, take your keys with you when you go into a restaurant. Number five, park in a well-lit, visible areas. Try to park in well-lit areas where there are more people present. That can be a deterrent to those seeking to commit crimes. And I think that just goes across the board. All of this goes across the board, whether you're doing deliveries or just, you know, out doing grocery shopping or going to the store. you want to follow these same things. Always better safe than sorry. Number 6, review safety features available in the app. It is helpful to familiarize yourself with safety features in the app, such as the emergency button and share trip feature, and review information in the driver insurance hub, which is a good point. You want to know where all this stuff is, or if there was an emergency, how are you going to contact police quickly? Or maybe you want to share your trip with your husband or significant other or a family member. You want to know where all of these things are. Number 7, trust your instincts. If you ever feel you're in an emergency situation, you can get urgent help by using the emergency button in your app. When you call 911 from the Uber app, the app provides you with your real-time location and trip details that you can share with the dispatcher. In some cities and countries in the US, this information is provided directly to the dispatcher. Remember, if you feel unsafe, you can end the ride at any time, and that is a good point right there. There is no amount of money that is worth your life or your safety or putting yourself in a bad situation. If you ever feel unsafe, you need to cancel the order and contact support and report the situation. Number 8, it's not worth it. If you are threatened or someone attempts to rob or harm you, avoid confrontation and call 911. And I absolutely agree with this. If somebody's being ornery or not very nice or threatening or calling you names, do not engage. Get yourself in a safe area and call 911 and also report it to Uber. But you want to always put your safety first. Again, no amount of money is worth your life or risking your safety or just putting yourself in a bad situation. So there are some quick tips. Just a reminder to always put your safety first, and also be cautious of phone calls of anybody pretending to be Uber support or any suspicious packages. Always be cautious when you come out here, because your safety matters and there's no amount of money that is worth risking your safety. So we're gonna go ahead and get these apps turned on, get these wheels to move it. It is Friday night, so hopefully we'll get ourselves a good offer to start off with, but you guys know how it is. We usually have to decline something, so I'll let you guys know once I get the first offer. All right, guys, the offers are coming in. Of course, had to decline my first one. It was a trip radar, $2.27 for 3.1 miles. That's an absolute no. And then DoorDash came in with a good offer for 5 guys, $10 for 3.8 miles. So we're heading there now. We're gonna go check in, and hopefully it doesn't take too long to get the order. Appreciate it. Yes, for Jared H. Jared? Perfect, thank you.
You're welcome, have a good day. Oh, that's right.
All right, guys, got the order. Wasn't too long of a wait. Thankfully, they're moving along in their customer. 12 minutes at 3.7 miles. We're on our way. All right, guys, easy drop off. It was an apartment building, but the nice thing is that the building was right at the entrance, and also the pinpoint was right on point. But for newer drivers, don't always go right off of the pinpoint because it can be off at times. So you always want to double check the address or the building with your own eyes and make sure you're at the right location. But there is one quick thing I did want to mention, because there's always newer drivers coming in, and that is to be sure you are tracking your mileage, because this is a big tax write-off, as well as your expenses. You can write off expenses like hot bag, phone holder, a cart that you get to do groceries, that type of stuff. So be sure you're keeping track of it. If you are looking for an app that does that and so much more, like estimating your state and federal taxes, showing you the best times to work, or guaranteeing your pay in certain locations, there is an app called Solo that will do this and much more. It's an app for us gig workers. If you are interested in checking out Solo, I will have the link down below in the description. If you decide you like Solo and you sign up with one of their subscription plans, you will get a $10 sign up bonus. And I also did want to mention, if you do sign up with Solo, you can write Solo off because you are using this for business use. So we're gonna go ahead and get the next offer lined up, and hopefully it'll be another good one. I'll let you guys know. All right, guys, after I got done saying what I was saying, it's gonna be a DoorDash night. I just got an offer from DoorDash. My husband actually wanted a quick snack from McDonald's, and then I got this offer, so it works out perfect. $7 for 3.1 miles. We're heading in. We're gonna, hopefully the order's ready. We're gonna go check in.
DoorDash?
Yeah. Cool, thank you.
You're welcome.
So it's been a moment since I've been to this McDonald's location. I go in there, I'm like, wait a minute, things are like changed around. It's not open like it was. It's like all closed off, and like this shelf where they put the deliveries on that you can see into the kitchen, just a totally different change. I'm like, wait a minute. Anyways, I got my order. It was just a few minute wait. They were working on it when I got here. So let's go get the customer their food. 8 minutes, 3 miles, we're on our way. All right, guys, another order dropped off. It was a house, easy to find, straightforward. Tonight has been going smooth, but I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys right here. Always so much appreciate you guys riding along with me, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.